Hi guys, or hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a follow-up video on the Dutch paw, but this time instead of using my mouth we're going to be using a scary hairdryer. Oh my god. Okay, this thing. Now this is where these Dutch paws, if they're going to go wrong, okay, because it's all about getting the force of the hairdryer, the right actual speed. Even I get it wrong a lot. Okay, it's not easy, right? But I'm going to try my best to film this for you guys and show you how I do it. All right, but I do often find that I end up scraping a lot of the base and colours because it's just gone completely mad. So this is a hairdryer I use. It's a Boots travel hairdryer. Okay, it's very cheap. It actually does fold up somehow. Well, it did, but it's covered in paint. All right, so it's got two settings, low and high, and that's it. All right, just normal. There's no cool heat setting. I don't think there is. Nope. So it's either sort of low heat, high heat, two settings, that's it. It's a real cheap hairdryer. I'm not going to go all out and buy myself an expensive hairdryer just for the sake of doing some art. Okay, the nozzle is quite, it's not totally thin. Okay, it's like that. All right, so I tend to use it on two settings. So when I'm blowing over the colours, I'll do it on the low setting, and when I'm blowing them out, I'll do it in like a scooping sort of fashion, so I get close to the puddle and I sort of swoosh it along. It's very difficult to explain. It's hard, and very seldom do I get it right. Okay, this is where I end up scraping and then filling in the negative space, okay, and then blowing out with my mouth until I get the right composition. Believe me, very rarely do I get this done right first time. It just doesn't happen for me. So I'm going to start with a base that I've already poured on an 8x8, 8" by 8" canvas. Okay, the first video I started with just a 5x5" canvas. So this colour laid on here is a combination, because I don't waste my paint, okay, and just for the sake of doing this video, I've mixed up, I scooped up all my paint the other day I used, which was a mixture of the white X2, and I've lost it now, here we go, the green, okay. There's a few other colours mixed in there, maybe a light green as well, but I save it. I always save it because I like to save it in a jug. And if I'm doing practice pours, just like I'm doing now, because I do a lot of practice pours as well, I can use this paint instead of using the brand new stuff because it's very expensive. Okay, so I've just got this is not about some beautiful painting today and using, you know, choosing my colours carefully. This is literally showing you how to use that hairdryer, okay? So I'm going to lay down some colours I've got here from leftover, maybe some other ones from other pours. So God knows how this is going to come out. So anyway, the first colour I'm going to use is the Phthalo or Emerald Green. Okay, there you go, splodged a bit over there. These are just all paint and water as per my first video, which shows you how to mix the consistency. And then I'm going to go a bit wild here and chuck in a magenta. Okay, this is also from the X2 range, which is, oh my god, it's heavy, that one. It's primary magenta. Okay, what can I whack in next? I'll probably put a bit of gold. This is just the Montmartre gold. Okay, just a tiny bit of gold. Be careful with this gold, it's a little bit on the thick side, even though I have added water. It's a pre-pouring acrylic paint. Then just put my circle. Oh, actually, I've also mixed some titanium white Amsterdam. This stuff is good, okay, because just this mixed with water can make cells, and this is what is used in the Shelley Art fluid bloom technique. Okay, this stuff. I know people do add the Aussie Floetrol. I do have the Aussie Floetrol. I'm lucky to have some of that, but I try not to use it that much because for me, living over here in the UK, it's very expensive to order it, and I have to get it from eBay. And although it's great and it does the job for the fluid bloom technique for sure, when I'm doing Dutch pours, very seldom do I use it. I might occasionally throw a little bit in, but this time it's just this stuff, Titanium Amsterdam, mixed with water, like my other colours, okay? So I just splodge a bit of that on top. There, not much. So I don't want too much. I don't want too much white coming through. Just don't like too much white. I don't know why. And then I'm going to just pull my circle around the colours again like I did before. Okay. That. Just torch out a few bubbles that have appeared. Now here we go. The fun bit. Actually, this is the bit where I get quite nervous. I'm really hesitant. And I think sometimes when you're nervous, when you do this, that's when it tends to go a bit wrong, but hey ho. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trying to get it on camera, this hairdryer, the nozzle. Don't put the hairdryer on until you're close to it, okay? Otherwise it's just going to go all over the show and you just end up with one big muddy puddle. So I'm going to get it as close as I can, and I'm going to put it on the low setting and try and blow that across. So you've got a line there. Okay. So I've got, it's blown it out. So I'm going to just push that over. This is where I introduce, I don't just use the hairdryer, I do use my mouth. I want that over the side. I can see some cells popping up. What have I done with my torch? There you go. There they are. Pretty cells coming through. Really pretty cells. I'm tempted. This is this is why I get tempted to sack the hairdryer altogether and just use my mouth. All right, I just do, because I've got some really lovely cells there. I'm going to try and move it up to the camera to show you guys. They're really pretty. They're there, look. And I'm so scared that if I put that horrendous machine on, it's going to get rid of them all. I'm very, very tempted still to use my mouth. I do that often, but it wouldn't be fair. So I'm going to try. This is where I struggle, okay? So you're not alone, believe me. I'm going to put it close and I'm going to try and blow it out. This is where I think if you can get one with a slightly thinner nozzle, you might have better success. So here goes. I'm trying to find the space where I think it's going to move it. There, that's enough for me, right? So I've still managed, it's really hit and miss, guys. I've still managed to keep a beautiful cell structure here. Now I take over with my mouth, all right? Because I do not want muddy puddles. So if you can see, I've not torched it yet. Cells will come out. There's some cells, there you go. So I'm gonna blow it out, the rest of it. Like I said, I can see concentrated areas, which I really like. So I'm going to just blow here. There you go. That's one side. Loving that one. And this side, but I don't want to touch that cell, those cells there. They're really pretty. So I'm going to try this side now. I think I'm going to go. So you need to stop here. You need to move away. And you think, oh, where's it going to look good? Where am I going to get a good composition here? All right, and I'm looking, and I do tend to go for the same areas. I do tend to go and do the blooms out to the side, so it almost looks like flowers. Okay, a bouquet of flowers. So here we go. Try and blow it so it goes over the edge, because it's very pretty. There, so I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to there's a little cheeky bit here, just down there, which I'm going to try and blow out so it flows over the edge of the canvas. So get close. I'm gentle. Move your head. See, beautiful petals. All right. So there. Now I'm going to try and torch this, attempt to torch it, and see what I get. I may scrape some away, because I often do that. Beautiful cells coming up there. Beautiful. I don't want to touch that bit with a torch because it's really lovely. I'm tempted to just go in here. Yep, there you go. It's come on. Lovely. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Pretty. Okay. I'm already looking at it and I'm going, oh, I'm not quite happy with this area. So I might see, I don't know, you can normally see if you look at it, if there's some other hidden sneaky colour underneath that white still hiding. Don't think there is here. I think maybe it could be a little bit of red, but I'm not overly sure. So some of the cells here are just divine. They really are pretty. But I'm big fussy. I don't like this bit. I'm going to try and blow some out. I'm not going to do editing here. This is it. This is real, okay? What you see is what you get. So I'm going to try and blow this out. If I can't get any colour, I'm going to scrape and re-pull. No, it's not there. So I'm going to just scrape it away. This is what I do. Okay, scrape, 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 scrape. There. I'm going to try and I will probably lay some more colour down now, okay? So I look at it and try and find that composition that I really like to get. Sort of wispy, ethereal look, and I love that sort of effect with my artwork. So I'm going to now re-pull. Okay. So if I can bring it up to the camera, I'll show you what I've done. I have literally scraped a whole chunk away that I'm not happy with, right? Everything else is just beautiful. There's the cells. I'll try and take a photo of it after. Okay. And I'm now going to re-pour my base in the area that I have scraped that I'm not happy with. So this is what I do, and this is how I get my negative space, okay? And I do this a lot when I'm using the hairdryer because it never goes right first time. If it does, it's just an absolute miracle. Right, I'm now going to blast that. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to see if I can get any more wispy colours out of that little bit there. If I can't, I'm just going to add some more colours. Nope, that doesn't want to move, okay? That's done what it needed to do. There's no more colour there to blow out, okay? I can't see any. So I'm now going to lay, watch this, this is always fun, lay some additional colour down. All right, so I'm going to put a splodge here, a little bit there, almost like dots, okay? And I might add a wee bit of red, just tiny bits, okay? Tiny, tiny on top of the green. There, and there, and there. So you've almost got like a little puddle going on there of little mini puddles. Let's stick a bit of gold in. Although the gold's not really coming out. Sometimes the colours do tend to hide, which is a bit stupid. They just do. So I'm going to just put a little trail of gold there to see if it comes out. So there you go. I've got like some extra paint to play with there, some extra colour. So I now get another lollipop stick. And I'm going to pick up some of this that's on my canvas, okay, some of the base colour, and just tip it in front of that new puddle I've just pulled. right, just so I can get it to move. So it's almost like a mini puddle, right? So I can get that paint to move. I'm going to blow it out now. Okay, so here goes. So I'm going to get to the point and I'm going to blow out. So there it is, there's some colour there, it's come through. It's not how I wanted it to come out totally, but I'm going to just see if I can push it back again. You play with your art. There's a little cell coming, cheeky cell come through. So just blow, gentle, gentle wisps, okay? So I'm going to try and make some of this colour meet up with that one, which I've managed to do. So now I've got an almost continuous petal. It's not perfect, but I'm going to torch it. There, beautiful colours. You've got more colour come through. Okay, so I'm going to mess around with the composition a bit more. Do an extra few. This is what I do. This is all my there. I've blown that in, so it kind of brings the petal in a little bit more, so it matches up with the previous, the pre-scrape, if you know what I mean. So you just need to stop and look at it and say, okay, I could do with a bit here or a bit there, take a bit out here. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm still thinking, I'm still tempted to sort of scrape another area, but that is, so that, I'm trying to show you guys. There, so that's the additional puddle, some lovely cells. So it meets up with the other puddle that I scraped, the area I scraped, and there's some cells. Okay, so that's how I use the hairdryer. It is scary. I'm not going to pretend it's easy. It takes a lot of practice, and I mean a lot of practice. It's cells in there. Very rarely do I get it right first time. Okay, I often end up just scraping, but I like negative space. It's I just think it makes it look so much prettier, and it's so much easier on the eye. So I hope that helped you in some way. So remember, save your paint. Okay, I'm going to scrape this lot up now and put it back in there, so you can just keep practicing and practicing. So you can just literally, if you're not happy with what you've done, scrape it off, pour it back in the jug, and if it's a little bit dark, just add an extra bit of titanium white just to brighten it up a bit, and just keep practicing. Don't waste your paint. All right guys, I hope this helped. Yeah, so that's what I do when I use the hairdryer, and when I'm not happy with it, I just scrape and re-pour. Okay, so there you go. I hope that helped. Okay, bye.